Hello everyone. We have already talked about our plans and goals and what is the time duration to complete this. Now, let's start with the actual video. Here I am will be starting in my Kali Linux system, and let me show you my Metasploitable machine. This is my Metasploitable machine. I have chosen the custom one adapter which I have made on, and I will be starting my machine. This is also virtualized, and my Linux machine, Kali Linux machine, is also virtualized. You can use the Burpsuite Community Edition directly, and for those um, who's let me check. Okay, machine is started. If you want to know the IP of this particular machine, then you have to just type here msf admin and msf admin, and it will give you the shell, and type here ifconfig, not ipconfig. Type here ifconfig because this is a Linux machine, and you can see the IP is 192.168.0.184. My chances, like, the IP can also change. This IP, sorry, the font size is little. mm, I don't know where to change the. Okay, so this is the IP. So this IP can be changed because this machine is on DSCP. So even if in our future videos the this IP changes while at the time of the attempting any attacks or so and so further, so don't think about that's a different machine. This is the same machine, and I will try to show this machine IP every time. Okay, so that's all. Now let's get back to our Kali machine. Okay, there we are. Here you have to start the burp suite and call it as suite, not suite. And here we will be having a temporary project, not we can start or save this particular project because we are using the community. Either you might be having the option to start with the pro variant, but I assume that most of the people will use this in their corporate environment, then they will be having the pro variant to use. And for students who are not having any access of like community pro edition, then they can use the community edition. Community is having some limitations, so that's the reason. So everybody should be able to use this and get this course. So I will be going to the bare minimum with everybody. So let me show you why I have setting it up at my level. I have to be at all people's levels. So let me maximize this. So what I am trying to explain you here. So this is a burp suite. I'm not going to explain you what Burpsuite is and how the things are been working in every detail manner, but I will give you a basic understanding. Like, this is a proxy. It will basically intercept the request from your side to the server side, which is our okay. So let me draw and explain you. So what do I mean? I mean is, um, let's suppose this is you. You means the YouTube viewers. Cute faces, okay? Nobody can say like this is a hacker. And you are using this particular laptop. I know my drawing is very good. Don't let me know in the comment section, okay? And you are having here one server, okay? This is virtualized no matter what, and this is a metasploitable 2 server M2, not the Mac M2, but RM2 metasploitable 2. We are a little lazy. So um, we will be making a request to this server, okay, from our machine to this server. But what if I change um, something in between? So basically what I did is I'm using a Burpsuite, a proxy. So my request will be first go to the proxy, and proxy will take it to the server. And why the proxy is coming in between? Because we can edit the request into a malicious request from a normal user request and intercept it and then change it and then send it to server. So you will be seeing, you will be have listened like, okay, we will intercept and send the malicious code or do the mitm. So this is what you are doing. So you will understand furthermore, and you will get to know what I'm trying to say. For now, make sure to have this diagram very clear in your mind. That's it. Now start with our, like, the gyan part. Now you be the student, I be the teacher here. Let's start. So what you have to do is, go first in proxy. Don't see here and there, just go on proxy. People will be saying like you have to change the proxy settings. That is there, I will explain you um, in second. That's the second option, but the first best option which everybody can do is open the browser. Once you click on open the browser, you can see a burp based browser. Means this is not a Chrome browser, this is a Chromium browser on which Chrome is based on. So Chromium, on based on Chromium, Burp has made their own browser. So you don't have to set up anything, this is directly go to browser, and here we can type our, like, 184 was the IP of our Metasploit, and here we can click on DVWA, and there our DVWA page is there. So this is our DVWA page. Okay, check. So once we get the access, and if you want to check the what do we say, the actual request, we will, interception is off, we will start the interception, and we will, once we refresh the page, now you see it is processing. Let me show you a little deeper magnifier. Yes, you can see it is roaming around here. Okay, so this is how the things are working here, it's roaming basically. So because the request is waiting here, we have waited the request here. Once we try to, like, let me just do a side by side. So once I forward this request, you will see the circle is for loading up, it has gone because we have sent the request, we have forwarded the request by clicking on the forward. Let's do it again, forward. So why not drop it? If we drop it, because it doesn't get anything, the uh, the page was dropped, it got an error. Again refresh, forward. We can turn off the interceptor, and then we can, like, refresh it or do anything we want, and it won't send the request here. Means the request is going through the Burp, but the Burp is not holding the request for our decision or our actions or our changes, it is just making it to pass through. Okay, that's how the Burp is working right now. So this was the setup for option 1, which is the best, which I recommend you to go on. And there is one more thing you can do, is option 2. You can go on proxy settings, edit here, and what I recommend you, and also it will help you if you are doing a mobile pen testing, go on sorry, well, let me start from first. So this was the open browser was the first, which I have explained you. Open browser, uh, let me change that. Okay, open browser. Okay, this was the first option. 1 and the best option. Yes, this is the option 1 and the best option from opening the browser. Now what is the option 2? For option 2, you have to go on, click proxy settings, edit here, specify address, and specify your current IP address, your private IP address. So how you can find this is your correct IP address on from all this list of other IP address? Because if you check here on terminal of the same machine, this is the adapter which I am using, and this is my IP, and this is same as this IP. So you have to click, check and click on the same IP, and you can give any port. Okay, you can give any port, for example the port which are not getting used by the known services. For example, you can use by 4256, or you can go by 5182 or 5185 and click on OK. And then you have to take a support of a browser, and here we will take a support of Firefox browser. You can't use it in Chrome browser because Chrome uses the system proxy. So system proxy, or so Chrome will be dependent on the proxy settings which are set up in the machine and not on the browser, and Chrome don't have their own proxy settings. So that's the reason we have to take the support of Firefox. We have to go here, click on settings, you can go down, go into network settings, manual proxy configuration, and here you have to give the IP of this. Okay, you have to do the same 197, port number is 5185, and you have to select this also using this proxy for HTTPS connection. And after that, click on OK. And you are not done yet. You have to import export CA certificate, and so click on certificate in DAR format. Next, choose the file location. For example, I want to go on home, give it like on downloads, Burpsuite certificate. Okay, save it. I am saving it in downloads. You can save it anywhere, and that's closed. That's done. Now go into again settings and search here for certificates, view certificate, click on authorized, import certificate, go on downloads or wherever you have done it, and this is my Bob, where it is, all funny, Burpsuite certificate. This is the certificate. Okay, click on open. Okay, so this certificate is already installed as a certificate authority. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to let's wait, let me remove that certificate and again install it. So this is the certificate, delete and detrust. Now let's import it. Now you have to click on trust the CA certificate, trust to certificate. Okay, click both OK and OK, and now you can close here also, take this side by side. Okay, now you have to add the IP of the machine and start the interception DWN. Now you can see the request is coming here, and it is waiting for our action to be done on Burp. So once I forward, and here you can see DWA. So you have seen how I change the proxy settings and install the Burp certificate also. After that only you will be able to perform this all actions, and without that you won't be able to do anything. That is to be very clear. So that's the only reason I am saying you do not try to do such things. Just open the browser and do the testing with me. Okay, so these were the two options. And after you close your burp suite and you try to use your Firefox, for Google, it will say like the proxy server is refusing because the settings are not changed. What you have to go, you have to go on settings and change the manual proxy to no proxy and click OK, and now you will be able to get the Google um, page. This was just because proxy is not there and proxy is not responding because proxy is not open. We have closed the burp, so that's the reason. And once you have removed the proxy, now your Firefox browser will work as it is, and you don't have to remove the burp certificate from this particular browser. It will not hamper anything. Okay, so that's all. I'm closing this particular video here only for the burp certificate, as I have already explained you, like how to set up the proxy and use the burp suite. Okay, so this was the basic. You have to set up it up. Okay, if you want more detail anything about it, we can do a live Q&A and we can complete that. Okay, so let's get in, let's close this particular video on this particular note. I request you to um, complete this and set up this as soon as possible and install the burp suite also. Thank you.